Welcome to the Cromwell. All right, guys, I say welcome back to the Cromwell. Haven't stayed here in a little over a year. Last time we were here, I think it was last summer, and I'm pretty sure we were a little bit further down the hall. We were in, I believe, a boulevard, like corner suite or something like that. Had like a pinball machine, kitchen, living room. It was a lot bigger than this room here. I believe what we're working with here is like less than 400 square feet. It's very, very small, very dark. I've turned on like every light possible in here. It is a very dark room. But I will say it's also kind of sexy. Like when someone says to me that they're gonna take me to the boudoir, for example, this is what I imagine the boudoir looking like. So I will also mention as well, the Cromwell has been the Cromwell for a little over, I think it was just about 10 years. They celebrated their 10-year anniversary last year. And it was announced earlier this year that Lisa Vanderpump will be taking over the hotel and this will become Vanderpump. So maybe by the time you're watching this, this may even be Vanderpump. So this is probably gonna be the last time we stay here under the Cromwell name. So I'm really excited to see what Lisa Vanderpump does with this place. I know she's got a magic touch when it comes to properties and decor and stuff, so I'm really, really excited. But that being said, I did want to check it out one last time. You are in a great location here. You're right center strip. So we thought, let's stay here for a few nights in like a basic room since we experienced the really, really nice rooms and see what it's all about. So as mentioned, very small room. Let's do a room tour anyway. So starting with, as soon as you come in here, I will say, again, very dark, but still very luscious, very, just, yeah, kind of sexy. You got these deep purples with the wallpaper and the decor. You do have like a dark, like kind of grayish, blackish, tufted couch, leather. It is not a pull-out, unfortunately, so that would have been a nice opportunity to have had maybe a little more space here, but it is not a pull-out. Play some games here. It looks like this does lift, I think. I'm not gonna mess with that though. If I find out something interesting about this table later, I'll let you know, but it does move around. So you've got that going for you. What I do like is the floors are like that kind of like hardwood floor kind of look. Great for not maybe having so many pests and like odors, but you could definitely, because it is so dark, see the dirt. I will say there's a lot of like things going around. And this room, it being a little over 10 years, well, I mean, the building itself is a lot older. If you guys have been, coming to Vegas for a while, you remember Bill's Gambling Saloon, you remember Barbary Coast. This is that. So you are right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo. So older building, but was renovated probably a little over 10 years ago when it became the Cromwell. But anyway, still kind of a cool vibe in here. I do love the decor here. I love the pictures here. You've kind of got this like Marie Antoinette kind of like theme going on over here. I don't know. It's just kind of a cool classic kind of room. Even here, everything looks kind of like a trunk. You almost have a bit of like a steampunk kind of look to it. I love these chargers here. If you followed my channel for a while, you know I love these chargers. They're in a lot of the Caesars properties and they're my favorite. I love them. Bed-wise, you are working with a pretty big king-size bed. It's pretty high off the ground. Haven't slept in this particular bed yet. Let's see how it feels. Okay, I sunk right in. So curious to see how we sleep in this bed later. We'll let you know if there's any issues, worth noting. The entertainment area over here, you do have these, sort of little accoutrements. Do not touch any of this stuff. This is all unweighted sensors. You will be charged immensely for this stuff. Do not touch it. You do have the Keurig, which I love. This is included. They have coffee kits here, but you will obviously have to pay for those. If you do want to bring your own Keurigs, you can do that. So yeah, something to keep in mind. You also do have the mini fridge, but it is unfortunately a mini bar fridge. There's no space for you to put your own stuff in this one. I know in our last room, we had like a full-on fridge. It was a massive, like full-size fridge. Awesome. This one, unfortunately, you do just have, all the paid stuff in here, wine, things like that. So again, I will recommend you stay away from this stuff. Weighted sensor, you're going to get charged immensely. Just stay away from it. In here, there is a little bit of storage. This did scare me earlier. This looks like it pulls out. So this possibly was something that they maybe had something going on earlier, perhaps like a little tray, because there is some Velcro there. I don't know what it is now. It does look a little bit beat up. I will say that is kind of the growing theme in this room. A lot of the stuff could use a little TLC. I mean, a lot of the stuff you can see here, there's a lot of like, loose threads. There's a lot of like chips and things like that, but it is what it is. Down here is where you're also going to find your safe. So it is a pretty shallow little safe there, but again, just for keeping your stuff safe, quote unquote, it's fine, does the job. Again, going with these sort of rich purples, you do have this little chair here, again, tufted. This is more of like a sort of a velvety kind of look, but it kind of does tie the room in together. It matches the wallpaper pretty well. I do like that. I do kind of like how sort of it all kind of ties in, but yeah. you do have the full length mirror. You know, when you've had a mirror for a while you have not cleaned, you will see that on here. It looks like it needs a good sort of batch of Windex. It's kind of like foggy in a way. So yeah, you don't really have like a full-on closet. You sort of have like what looks like it could have came from IKEA kind of thing. I know it didn't, but a fair amount of space. We were able to fit like one suitcase in here. We do have another full-size suitcase that we have not been able to fit, but otherwise you do have a few things that you can fit in here. A few drawers. You got your ironing board. You got 5 hangers, so hopefully you don't have a lot of stuff to hang up, but yeah, an okay amount of space. What I do like over here is you have a nice little vanity. This kind of reminds me of this like kind of old Hollywood glamour with these little lights on here. And I mean, the chair is kind of small, but I do like how you got these sort of old fashioned kind of like light bulbs, a bit of a vanity. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cute. Great place, you know, probably do like your hair, makeup, whatever. You also do have a little spot over here to hang up your toiletries, maybe your hairspray, your makeup, your things like that. If you're staying for a little bit, want to unpack, great spot to put your stuff there. We'll do the bathroom first, then I'll show you the view in a second. So what I do like is it's an okay bathroom. Again, it's nowhere near, it does not even touch the bathroom we had in the last room. But you do have an okay size vanity. It's fairly small, but you got the necessities here. You can probably fit a majority of your stuff on here if need be. You do have your toilet separate over here as well, but there is no door here, unfortunately. So, there's not really a ton of privacy. You do have this sort of like rolling door here. So this is smart for a bit of a space saver, but otherwise, yeah, it's not too fancy. There is a window in here as well. Bit of a rarity in Vegas. You can actually open this window and get some fresh air in here, which is nice. I will say keep an eye on that though, because I have had some critters fly into my room before at another property where I had moths about this big flying into my room and like keeping me up all night. But anyway, the shower is a decent size and it almost takes up a pretty large portion of the room. I do think the tiling is kind of cool. You've got some kind of a quote there, enjoy the good life. And then there's some French there as well. And it is communal stuff in here too. So you do have the body wash, conditioner, shampoo, all communal. You do have the rain head shower as well. So that is going to fall from above, which is nice. But you also do have this piece here that you can kind of take off and, give yourself a little wash if need be. You do not have the steam in here though. We had a steam shower the last time we stayed here, which was awesome. But unfortunately, you do not have that here. So is what it is. But you do have the full length mirror as well, which actually kind of separates you from the bedroom area, which is kind of a neat way of doing that. I believe it almost looks like it could have been glass before, and then maybe they just decided to make it a mirror. But anyway, the view. So as mentioned, we do have the strip view. So this is considered an upgrade. So it's kind of funny because when we were in the last room, these doors are not really supposed to open. They look like they probably could have at some point because there is the latch here, but it looks like it's been locked here and here. But in our last room, we were able to actually open one of them and we could have actually stepped onto that little area. You're probably not supposed to do that, so I would recommend not doing that. But it is nice that you do get a pretty good view of, okay, you sort of see like sort of the south end of the strip. You can see Horseshoe, Paris, but the star of the show, you can see the Bellagio fountains. And that's the main thing. They look like they're about to kick off right now. Unfortunately, we are here during a setup of F1, so that is obstructing some of the views. We can still get a pretty good view of the fountains, but it is something just to keep in mind that if you are going to come here, in like, I think probably September, October, November, maybe in a little bit of December, you're going to have some obstructions of F1, and that's just kind of is what it is. So something to consider if you are planning on staying at the Cromwell. Follow me. So the Cromwell is kind of a unique property for Caesars. It's very, very small in comparison. It's only, I think we're on the 8th floor right now. We're on the top floor, and some of the floors here don't even have hotel rooms. A lot of it is parking garage and a casino. So not a lot of rooms here. You're also not really going to have a ton of places to have, places to eat. There used to be a place called Eat Well here, which unfortunately is closed now. I believe it's now a Starbucks. There's also Giada's, which we did eat last year as well. I will leave a link down below if you want to check out our sort of take on Giada. And you do have Dre's as well, which I believe is also going to be changing. So it's not going to be Dre's for much longer, but you do have like a rooftop pool. You did have a sort of a club in the basement as well, which I think they're going to be rejigging a lot of that stuff. There's going to be a lot of changes here. So I am excited. I am curious. I am optimistic of what Lisa Vanderpump and the team at Caesars are going to do with this property. There's a lot of potential here. I will stand by this location being great if you are wanting to be center strip. You are so close to a lot of stuff. You're close to Bellagio, you're close to Caesars, close to Flamingo, you're close to Paris. Like, you're sort of in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, which is awesome. You're also in a smaller property. So if you maybe have some issues with walking, some mobility issues, this is a great place that you're not gonna have to walk a ton to get from your room to the Strip or sort of the next properties. And you know, you're right next to a lot of like the escalators and things like that on the Strip as well, which is really, really great for that. You know, I know some of the other properties we stayed at, like we were just at Mandalay Bay, for example, it was a lot of walking to get from our room to get outside or get from here to there, the casino, etc. Here, you basically take the elevator right down, you're right in the casino, and you're sort of steps away from the Strip. So this is a great option for a smaller property. Now, if you are here with a family, probably not the best property because the pool, being Dreas, is 21 and up. That said, you can typically use a lot of the other pool as part of Caesars. Like, for example, you can use the pool at Caesars Palace, Flamingo, etc. So something to consider. But anyway, that is probably going to do it. I'm very curious, as I said, you know, what this property is going to look like in a year's time. I am told 2026 is the year that things are going to start changing here. So I'm really, really excited, really curious what's going to happen with Vanderpump's takeover here. If you guys have any questions, or anything I missed, please do not hesitate to leave it below. It's really helpful for other travelers to probably the same question that you guys have. It's also really helpful for me because any interaction you guys have with my videos, whether you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, I see please consider subscribing to the channel. Totally free for you. Really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. I got tons of other Las Vegas content, which, you know, I will leave link below. I've had the room tours here. I've had, like, you know, restaurant tours, etc. So make sure you're checking those ones out as well after you've watched this video, of course. Once again, it's been Daniel Spotlight. Viva Las Vegas, and we'll see you next one. Bye.